everyone, it's Joanna here. It's the festive season and I absolutely love this time of the year. Thanksgiving is coming up, Christmas and New Year is next month, and how can we go by the festive season without having or indulging in desserts? We can't. That's why I've made some really easy, quick and delicious plus healthy desserts just for you. All these desserts can be made for a party and there is no baking required. See, I listen. And I've made them really pretty as well just so they suit the festive season. Let's see what we have. We all love cheesecake, and even if you don't like cheese, you will like this mini berry cheesecake because there is absolutely no cheese. It's packed full of healthy ingredients, it's really good, and I have to be careful not to eat too many of them. And because it's mini, it's perfect for your party or for a gathering. There are 3 layers to this cheesecake, so let's start by constructing the crust. The ingredients you'll need are 1 cup of pitted dates, you can choose medjool or halawi dates, and 1/4 cup of peanut butter. I prefer to use 100% peanut butter because they are basically peanuts that are already processed for you. Alternatively, you can choose to use 1/2 cup of whole peanuts or cashew nuts, almond nuts, pecan nuts, any nuts, or you can even mix them up. What you'll need to do is to soak your pitted dates overnight, and for this recipe, we will need a food processor. So the first step is to add your dates into the food processor and just process it. And now add your 1/4 cup of peanut butter or 1/2 cup of nuts and continue to process it. What you'll have is a nice and smooth texture, and this is the crust for your cheesecake. And to make your mini cheesecake, what I have here is a silicone muffin tray. It's really good because it's non-sticky and it's flexible, therefore it makes it easy to get your mini cheesecake out. So we want to only be using 3/4 of this mixture and place them evenly into the muffin tray. So that's what you have. It won't be perfect, but that's fine. So place this in the freezer and allow it to set. With the remaining ingredient, take 1 teaspoon of cocoa powder and just mix it up. And I'll press it down into a really small block. What I want you to do now is to cover this up and place this in the freezer and let it set as well. And we will be using this for the second recipe. As we're waiting for the crust to set in the freezer, let's move on to making the cheesecake. The ingredients you'll need are 1 cup of whole cashew nuts, soaked overnight and drained, 2 tablespoons of melted coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, which equals to 1 small lemon or half of a large lemon, 2 tablespoons of honey, and 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Melt the pure coconut oil using a double boiler. Again, we will be needing our food processor. What you'll need to do is to pre-soak your cashew nuts overnight or at least up to 4 hours. The first step is to grind the cashew nuts. And now just add your lemon juice, coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of honey, your 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And just blend it again. What you'll have is a white creamy texture, and this is your cheesecake. Remove the muffin tray from your freezer and top it up with your cheesecake. What we want to do now is to place this back into the freezer. And your final layer, the mixed berries sauce. It's so fruity and the sweetness will seep into the cheesecake. The ingredients you'll need are 2/3 cup of frozen berries, thawed and mashed, which is about 100 grams, and 1 teaspoon of honey. Mix the honey and berries in a pan under low heat for 1 to 2 minutes. We do not want to be cooking it. So allow your mixed berries to cool down. Once it's cool, add it to the final layer of your cheesecake and place it back into the freezer. And finally, place this in the freezer for 4 to 6 hours or overnight. All we need to do now is to remove the cheesecakes from the silicone muffin tray, which should be easy. This mini berry cheesecake is perfect for the festive season, in fact all year round. Each one of them has 306.6 calories. It's packed full of good calories from your nuts, coconut milk, and honey. So indulge in them in moderation. We all know a dessert menu is never complete without having chocolate in it. So what I have here are chocolate fudge mousse to die for. They are absolutely delicious. They make you feel so guilty but so satisfied at the same time. I have previously shown you how to make a healthy chocolate mousse dessert. With this recipe, we want to add a little bit more texture by adding some chocolate fudge. So let's start by making the chocolate mousse. The ingredients you'll need are 1 block of silken tofu, which is about 300 gram, 1 block of dark chocolate, about 100 gram, and just 2 tablespoons of milk. So the first step is to break your chocolate bar into pieces and melt using a double boiler. You can choose to use a food processor, but I prefer my smoothie blender. Add the silken tofu and dark chocolate into the blender and blend it up. If you find that your mixture is too thick, you can just add a splash of milk, not too much, and blend it again. And this is what you'll have, a thick chocolatey mix. Pour the mixture into 5 small dessert glasses. What I have here are small recyclable wine glasses. So let's place these desserts in the fridge for 4 to 6 hours or overnight for them to set. In the start of the video, I've asked you to store quarter of your cheese crust away, and we've added a little bit of cocoa powder onto it. So remove that from the freezer. What we want to do now is to slice them up into really small blocks, and that will be your chocolate fudge. Just take the chocolate fudge and top it up onto your chocolate mousse dessert. The recipe is for 5 servings. Each serving has 168.7 calories. Add a small ribbon and they are perfect for the season. Cheers! And finally, I have to share with you my comfort food, which is a Malaysian favourite dessert called Bubur Cha Cha. Bubur means porridge. Cha Cha, I am not too sure what that means. Boober ChaCha is like rice pudding in the Western country, but it's made of healthy ingredients such as pumpkins, sweet potatoes, ginger, and coconut milk. So the ingredients you will need to make Boober ChaCha are 300 gram of sweet potato sliced into small cubes, 300 gram of fresh pumpkin sliced into small cubes as well, 70 gram of tapioca pearls or sago, 35 gram of Chinese brown sugar bar, 200 ml of coconut milk, which is about half a can, about 400 ml of water, and 1 small slice of ginger root crushed. The first step is to boil the pumpkin and sweet potato in a large pot for 20 to 30 minutes until tender. In the meantime, soak the tapioca pearls in water for 10 to 15 minutes and drain. Once that's cooked, just drain the water off and just leave enough water for the brown sugar to dissolve. Add your brown sugar and your crushed ginger in and just stir it and allow your brown sugar to dissolve. Reduce the heat, add your tapioca pearls or sago and stir well. And finally, add your half a can of coconut milk for the rich creamy texture. And now just stir it and allow it to simmer for 10 minutes under low heat. What you just made are 5 servings of Boober ChaCha, and each serving only has 194.3 calories. And do serve it in your favorite bowl. You can serve it hot or cold, but I prefer it hot, especially because the weather is getting so cold right now. I understand there are a lot of negative remarks in regards to sugar. These brown sugar bars are actually made from unrefined cane sugar, and according to Chinese medical experts, these brown sugar bars provide warmness throughout the woman's body, improve blood circulation and relieve pain. It's especially beneficial to women who has just given birth or have an irregular menstrual cycle. You can buy them in any Asian stores. They are high in calories, therefore we have to consume them in moderation. I like that in my dessert because it makes me feel really good, especially when the weather is so cold outside, and it's good to your tummy. With coconut milk, it's very rich in vitamins and minerals. It's a great dairy substitute. It's very commonly used in Asia, but they are very high in calories. Again, we have to consume all these healthy food in moderation. So do try my Boober ChaCha out and let me know whether you like it or not. Remember, healthy food does not mean low in calories, so enjoy them in moderation as part of your balanced diet. Make them for your family, make them for your friends, let me know what you think in the comments below, and just enjoy this beautiful time of the year. For new fitness, food and motivational videos, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel and website. Do follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter to stay connected with me. Thanks guys!